Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Arapahoe Sports Network. My name is Trey Larson. I'm joined alongside Mason Lanier on the field. We have Caden Lopez and Lane Larson. It's going to be a great game tonight. It is the number 9 Arapahoe Warriors facing off against the number 24 Westminster Wolves. This is the first round of the CHSAA 5A playoffs. Warriors just 1 seed short of a bye this week. If they win this game, they'll go on to play number 8 Fairview, who did get a bye. And boy, this is going to be a good one. Warriors coming into this game 6-4. They're 4-1 in league play. On the other hand, Westminster 8-2 and 5-0 in league play. And here come your Arapahoe Warriors running out to enter Sandman, ready for this playoff game. For these seniors, it will be their last ever home football game for high school. Now, before the game starts, we are going to go down to our sideline reporter, Caden Lopez. We'll give him a second to get set. Over to you, Caden.
Yeah. So
actually, pause.
Okay, you got it.
We're going to do the national anthem. Sorry about that.
No worries.
This coming Tuesday is Veterans Day. It's a time to salute those who gave of themselves to serve our country and to remember that freedom is not guaranteed. We thank members of our armed forces who protect our freedom and sacrificially serve our country with bravery. The United States of America is filled with promise for tomorrow because of our nation's history is shaped by heroes like you. At this time, we ask that all veterans who've served in the United States military to please rise so you may be recognized by the people you defend and protect. To all veterans, we salute you and thank you. And now we ask that everyone rise and join our veterans for a moment of silence to honor those who have lost their lives by playing the ultimate sacrifice in serving our country. Thank you. Please remain standing and kindly remove your caps for the playing of tonight's national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed by Arapahoe High School's pep band under the direction of Mr. Sean Funk.
All right, and now we will go over to Caden. What you're seeing on the big screen right now is shot by Jello's video before the game. 303 Collect creator and a partner with Arapahoe Sports Network. Now, Caden, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so right before the game, I asked Theo Lee what the game plan was for tonight, and immediately his answer was to win the game, which is kind of an obvious answer, but then he went into it, and they want to come out and be physical, you know, win every down and get in the end zone. That'll be the key to their game.
Thank you, Caden. Yeah, Warriors need a huge win tonight. Their opponents next week, Fairview, are going to be a tall task. But as Coach Brayton always says, is they are focused 1 week at a time. So they're focused on the task at hand, which is Westminster. Again, Westminster 8-2, and we're 5-0 in their league. They play in the South Metro 5A League. Kickoff here, fielded by Westminster. Westminster starts with the ball, so the Warriors will get it to start the second half. First down and 10 for Westminster.
Arapahoe tonight hoping to just get through this one and look to the next round. But before that, we have to start with the Arapahoe defense. Brody Seek, 6th in Colorado with 13 sacks on the year. I mean, just a solid pass rusher all around.
Warriors gonna bring an early blitz here. In the shotgun, going out right with a pass immediately. It's caught. And Westminster starts the game with a first down. Pass caught by Moreno. Quarterback for the Wolves is Santana Sereno.
He has 22 passing touchdowns on the season.
Westminster goes to the hurry up. A toss to the running back. That's Bunton, who's immediately brought down. Gain of 1 on the play.
Number 2, Kevin Bunton, the ball carrier. Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9. They continue in the hurry up. Tackle on that last play.
Still in the hurry up.
2nd and 9.
Going out right again, this time a little deeper. That pass caught. What a snag. Nemo Malloyd goes up top for it. And so 2 big gains off the pass, and the Wolves already drive down into Warrior territory.
Yeah, Arapahoe defense maybe a little surprised with how the Wolves have just come out firing early.
Handoff here. Tommy Hildahl is able to jump on Bunton.
Kevin Bunton, the ball carrier yet again for Westminster.
They're going in this fast tempo offense to try to get the Warriors firing on all cylinders early, and so far it's working for the Wolves.
Quarterback drops back, going deep. And that ball just overthrown. Good defense from Carson Shellhorn. Intended receiver was Malloyd again.
Carson Shellhorn, the Warrior, on coverage there, pass incomplete.
Third down conversion, excuse me, that the Wolves will face tonight.
Wolves still in the shotgun. Brody Seek gonna step up to come off that right edge. It is not a stretch to call him the best defensive end in 5A football. Brody Seek immediately pressuring Moreno, who just throws that ball out of bounds. Excuse me, quarterback is Soriano.
Despite the early success with the passing game from the Wolves offense, Warriors getting a stop on the Wolves' third set of downs of the night. Arapahoe looking to, never mind, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 9.
Trips out left. Goes out there. It's going to be short of the first down. Brought down immediately by Evan Nicholson. That pass was completed to Bunton.
I like the move by the Wolves to be aggressive at the start of the game. Try to get Arapahoe just kind of offset like they probably already were. And now Theo Lee comes out in this offense to try to get a touchdown on board early. Lee in shotgun.
That handoff to Tackett. Excuse my hesitation there. Handoff to Tackett goes for a loss. Tackett expressed to us he did have a sore ankle, but still playing. Warriors this time in the hurry up. Motion out. They go out to Jaramillo. Jaramillo with a spin. Still going. Jaramillo brings it past the 50-yard line. Brought down at the 47. Marcelo Jaramillo off that quick screen pass.
That's what we've seen from him on the kickoff returns this year, and it's showing right there on that little screen play. Quick first down for Arapahoe.
I like that the Warriors going with this quick tempo. It's the same thing Westminster did. Now, it didn't quite work out for Westminster how they hoped it would, but Theo Lee going to slow down his offense here. Looking out right, under pressure, stepping up in the pocket, but he is able to throw it away. Looks like there was a receiver in the area. It was Colin Milkey who was in the area, so it's no penalty there.
Yeah, Melky, he stepped up into this role this season, 36 yards a game. Definitely helped when Drum was out for those 2 games.
2nd and 10, Arapahoe from Westminster's 48-yard line.
In motion is Jaramillo. They'll hand it out to him. Jaramillo as a hole, breaks it free. Good run from Marcelo. Brings it within 4 yards of first down. 3rd down and 4. Warriors going to go trips left, or excuse me, that's actually 4 receivers out left, including Connor Gilchrist. We believe we got a timeout before the snap. Timeout comes from the Wolves. And we will go to a quick break.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Littleton Electric. They've been serving Colorado since 1898. Now in their 3rd decade, they've built strong relationships with clients by focusing on core values of total service, safety, and customer satisfaction. Eli strives to be the best provider of high-quality electrical and renewable energy installations, focused on giving a superior experience at a reasonable cost. Eli Electric.
All right, Theo Lee hands it off to Frazier. Frazier fighting for all the yards he can get. He'll be well short of the first down. Great tackle from Mikey Stodard. Stodard just kind of stood him up there.
Pangborn will come out to punt, giving Westminster their 2nd drive of the night. Last one, they got 2 first downs.
Oh, they do. No, they go for it. 3-back set. Jaden Tackett gets the first down. You had me confused there,
yeah,
Mason.
I got them both wrong. Westminster went for it, and I thought the punt unit was out. Saw the wrong number, I guess.
All right, so Warriors will continue their drive. Handoff to Tackett. Tackett with a nice run of maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, that's what you want to see, the little chunks of yards on first down, making it easier on your 2nd and 3rd down there. Just because now in the 2nd down, you have a little more options opposed from a 2nd and 10. Makes it easier for you on 3rd down here if you get a small chunk.
Bunch formation. Warriors are going to pass it. Lee going to the end zone. The ref got in. What am I talking about? What a catch, Landon Drum.
Wow.
What am I talking about? I'm talking about a ref out here. I thought these Westminster jerseys confusing me, but what a catch from Landon Drum. Went up and snagged it in double coverage.
I mean, that was, I can't even describe that catch. That was impressive there by Drum. I mean, I was even confused too, Trey. I thought that was an interception for sure until touchdown flashed up on the screen.
Let's
Wow.
just scrap that one from the highlight board. That was bad. Not for Landon Drum, it wasn't though. Phenomenal catch, but also a great throw from Theo Lee. Put it right on the money, and Drum went up and did what he does best, and that's just make the play.
That's it, the start you want to see, though. First drive, first touchdown of the night. Drum, 82 yards per game.
Yeah, in his 8 games that he's played, averaging 82 yards, that's 661 total yards, as well as 8 touchdowns on top of that.
I'm glad he came here from Alaska.
Yeah, Drum immediately been a huge impact player. He had 2 touchdowns last week against, who did we play last week? Eagle Crest. That's who it was.
Cal Poly's going to be definitely happy to have him.
Well, now I'm not even sure it's Cal Poly, because now he got that, he got an offer from West Virginia, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, Big 12 team.
So who knows where Landon Drum is on to next. The kick goes into the end zone. So Westminster gets it at the 20-yard line.
Westminster on their first drive, getting 2 very quick first downs, but on that third set of downs, just couldn't move the ball much anymore. Warriors may be catching on to what they're doing on D.
Yeah, they were in the hurry up. They got 2 big passes, but then their drive just completely stalled. This play here, a fumble does. Connor Gilchrist runs it into the end zone. Ref says it's a live ball, so as of right now, pending this flag, that's a touchdown for the Warriors.
They did. Wolves did that.
It's a penalty on the Warriors, so.
Looked like roughing the passer, not 100%.
The touchdown does not stand, of course, and it will give the Wolves
first down, I believe.
How many yards is that? 15? It is 15.
Yeah, 15. Jeez.
Roughing the passer.
They tried to do that same screen pass, though, as the first play of the game. That didn't end up working out, but penalty botched it anyway.
Handoff here. Gets stood up at the line. Maybe goes for a gain of 2.
Second and 7 for the Wolves.
This time a pass. Soriano under pressure. That ball was tipped and then caught. And the receiver still on his feet. A flag comes out.
That will be a holding on Westminster.
Everybody's confused out here.
3 flags fly.
It's a touchdown from Ariano.
Didn't they mark him out? Did he step out, or is that just me?
Maybe that is why everybody stopped. Boy, we are really off right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Ref's talking it over. We'll see what the white hat says.
There's a gutsy throw there by Soriano. Had 4 Arapahoe defenders in that area. Still managed to put it high enough. It'll be holding on the offense.
It's holding.
Back him up 10 yards. Is that right?
But it will be from the spot of the foul, so it still is a first down for the Wolves. Ball spotted at the Warrior 47-yard line, it looks like.
Wonder why the chains aren't moving.
Maybe that's where the holding was, so they still have to back him up.
Holding on the offense. Penalties from the spot of the foul. Be 10 yards. First down.
Okay, there they go. First down in the Warrior half.
All right. Got that sorted out.
7-yard line. First and 10 from Arapahoe's 47.
Soriano in shotgun. Immediately going to roll out right under pressure and just throws it on the ground.
Wonder who was in the area there. I didn't see
Soriano scrambles to the right
anybody.
pass, incomplete.
Yeah, Seek flying off that edge.
As well as Connor Gilchrist,
Yeah.
too. Both
Really
of them
nowhere
got
to
in.
go.
And they're going to shift the ball to the left hashes.
47.
A toss outright. Good move from Bunton, but
He'll get maybe
he'll
a yard on them.
only gain about a yard.
Third down for the Warrior defense.
3rd down and 9.
Westminster. Warriors looking to make a stop right here.
Warriors with a big shift.
Late substitutions. Timeout will be called, though.
The Warriors have called a timeout.
Coach Brady not happy about that, about having to call a timeout there.
Warrior football would also like to thank Les Schwab Tires.
It'll be
Schwab's
3rd
proud partner, Warrior
and
football,
9
located in its office,
after
647.
when we get back from the timeout. Westminster has put together some nice drives. The penalties on this drive have helped them. The 15-yard roughing the passer penalty definitely helped. But the Arapahoe defense standing strong in this set of downs, looking to make a huge stop on 3rd and 9. Definitely assuming they pass here. About just over halfway through this first quarter, your Warriors lead 7-0
For the Warrior defense.
on a Landon Drum throw.
Yeah, 3rd and 9. Warriors too high safety, going to bring a blitz. Under pressure, Brody Seek gets to the quarterback.
In the backfield, the senior captain.
Brody Seek, his 14th sack of the year, flying off that edge.
Captain right around the
I'm telling you, this man is the best
bring a 4th and long.
edge rusher in 5A football. He's #1 in sacks, and he's #1 in tackles for loss this season. He's a 3-star committed to Air Force, rightfully so, and the Wolves will punt it away. A loss of 6 on the play. Jaramillo back to return. Jaramillo with 3 kickoff return touchdowns. He'll call a fair catch here.
Oh.
That's kick catch interference if that was to be a muff.
Jumps on the football. Down right around
But he is able to fall on it.
the punter.
So
Adrian Moreno, he's 9th in Colorado in his punt average, 43 yards a punt in high school. Definitely pretty good. That was a high-flying punt, one of the highest I've ever seen in high school for sure. We'll set up Arapahoe on their own 25-yard line to start.
Warriors on their last drive.
They'll officially mark
Set up, they got the run game going, they got the pass game going, and then, of course, the deep ball to Drum got them that early lead. Jaramillo bounces it out right.
Flag flies.
Field lead hands off to number 26, Marcelo Jaramillo.
Jaramillo, it looked like, I mean, it's every week with this kid. It looks like there's nothing, and then all of a sudden, he uses his speed, uses his shiftiness, and just makes
Yeah,
something out of nothing.
He finds those holes the offensive line provides him and definitely uses them wisely.
It's a holding on Nicholson, so that'll back the Warriors up 10 yards, erase that play from Jaramillo.
Those are the drive killers we saw earlier in the season that killed the Warriors' offensive drives. They've been better and more mature later on in this season. hopefully that's only one tonight.
I feel like they kind of went back to it, though, almost against Eagle Crest a week ago.
Yeah, they did a little bit.
They had a couple of those early drive. Oh, my gosh. Jaden Tackett breaks free, makes a move, makes another man miss, and finally tackled from behind at the 40-yard line. The senior Jaden Tackett.
That came out of nowhere, didn't it?
It did. He's trying to put on a show. His last game ever in this stadium.
Tackett 70 yards a game for this Warrior offense. Showing you why he's the rushing leader.
Lee unsure of the play call. Looks like he got it in. 12 seconds on the play clock.
You don't want to burn that second time out.
Milky motions over, and they will toss it. A little shovel pass.
Looks like one of those shovel passes you see from the Kansas City Chiefs where they kind of shove it up in the middle right on the goal line. That
Didn't work out there, though,
yeah,
for the
definitely
Warriors.
Only got 1 yard.
Landon Drum runs outright. He's the only wide receiver.
Yeah, you might want that safety to help.
Jaramillo in motion. Then we get Tackett up the middle. He breaks it free again. Going out left. 10-5. Jaden Tackett into the end zone. 2 huge runs for number 0. And he puts the Warriors ahead by 2 scores.
Talk about Marcelo's speed. You have Tackett's speed that he just showed us on those 2 runs, helping the Warriors get their second touchdown on 2 drives of the night.
Fantastic run from Jaden Tackett, and he's happy, he's hype about it. Extra point here from Cadwalader is good. So the Warriors now ahead 14-0, only 8 minutes into this football game.
Yeah, the Warriors starting strong on offense. Nothing you can do to really stop them right now as Westminster tries to find something offensively.
Fantastic start for the game, exactly what Theo Lee was hoping for. Kickoff here out the back of the end zone again, so the Wolves will start their drive from the 20-yard line.
Last drive, the Wolves getting help from a few Warrior penalties. That's how they made it down to the Warrior half of the field. But curious to see how they start this drive. They've come out passing on the first play, their last 2 drives. Curious to see how they come out passing here. Looks like they might do a little run.
Westminster, a handoff up the middle to Bunton.
You know it's Friday Night Lights when you smell that popcorn coming from the concession stand.
Oh, yeah. It's making me hungry. It's making my belly rumble. Fake the handoff. Out left, Shellhorn in coverage. Good D. A flag comes out late.
If that's pass interference, that's a pretty late call.
Pass was intended for Malloyd. It's a holding. We'll see who they call it on. I guess it's probably on Shellhorn, but not my favorite call.
Holding. Number 11 on the defense.
It is called on Shellhorn.
First down.
So 10 yards. 10-yard penalty there, so now the ball on the 20 or 33-yard line. We'll run the jet sweep. And
Turf monster, get him.
Yeah, Bunton loses 4 on the play.
Second down after the turf monster getting them down. Little screen over, and the Warrior defenders all over that.
Great job from Jake Mostek and Landon Drum. Warriors, they've been bringing in Drum a few times on defense, just using him as a slot guy, as a all-around just joker on the defensive side of the ball. Kind of like a Jahdae Barron for the Broncos, if you understand that reference. Soriano on the comeback. He's got his guy. First down and broken tackle.
Yeah, he's got blockers.
Out left another broken tackle. Shellhorn finally wraps him up and brings Malloy down.
You see the Wolves have some really tiny plays, even loss of yardage plays, and then you see them have a play that goes for at least 40 yards, and you're just wondering how.
And Malloy, that kid's got some tenacity to him. He does not give up. Handoff to Bunton, who fights for all the yards he can get, but only gains about 1. That was just a broken play there. I mean, I believe that was Mostek who had Malloy wrapped up immediately and just let go of him, pretty much. It's obviously a lot harder than it looks. The pass, they tried to go out to the flats to Bunton, but just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the Wolves making it to the Warriors' half on each of their 3 drives. Just have not been able to do anything once it hits the Warrior half.
Wolves gonna get one last motion in. Soriano rolling out right immediately. That pass completed. It was Frazier and Johnson in coverage.
Soriano, for only being a freshman, has shown his passing ability a little bit tonight.
That ball was completed to Arapahoe. Handoff up the middle to Bunton. He'll be a yard short.
Warrior goal line defense looking to make a strong stand as they stuff
They
him.
do there. Good job from Jake Mostek and company. Bunton goes for a loss of 1 on the play.
Two-yard line for the Wolves.
They'll go to the pass game this time. Thrown up, good defense from Carson Shellhorn, incomplete.
Yeah, now it's decision time for the Wolves head coach, Chris Helbig, as he either decides to take a field goal here on their own 2 or try to punch it in for a touchdown. They'll only make this game a 1 score, which is
the offense stays.
gonna happen.
The offense does stay on the field. Soriano hands it off to Bunton. Bunton, it's close. Warriors think they stopped him. What does the ref say?
Mostek thinks they stopped him. Ref said touchdown.
That it is a touchdown. Westminster, that was risky, but they were able to punch it in. It worked out. Now the extra point being kicked by Adrian Moreno.
Flags fly.
Kick was blocked. Blocked by Cash Jackson, but we'll see what this penalty is.
Illegal formation on the offense.
Illegal formation on the Wolves. Will back them up for a longer extra point.
So it's now a 25-yard field goal attempt, basically. And it is good. So Westminster does respond, able to put together a full drive that results in a touchdown.
Yeah, Warriors will probably just run a couple plays before we reach the end of the first quarter. First quarter only has 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining.
Running back to receive for the Warriors, Jaden Tackett, and of course Marcelo Jaramillo. Jaramillo with 3 kickoff return touchdowns, including one last week.
He's averaging 73 yards per kickoff return, and if the Wolves have done any film, they would know not to kick it to Marcelo.
And it's seemed to been what teams have been doing. They've been avoiding kicking it to him, but last week the Raptors made the mistake.
Oh, onside kick. They got it. A little Pat McAfee action.
That is really gutsy from the Wolves, and it works out for them.
Yeah, Chris Helbig knew what he was doing with that call, and that paid off for the Wolves.
Had no idea that one was coming.
What a surprising call.
Refs talking it over, but I don't see anything that could, I didn't see anything there that could have taken that back. I was sitting down. I wasn't even prepared for the kick yet.
Yeah, I was thinking another old kickoff. Making sure they win 10 yards.
And the white hat,
ball.
yeah, does give it the call. So Wolves, just like that, already get their offense back on the field. Ball placed at the 50-yard line.
They definitely didn't kick it to Marcelo there. That was a really gutsy play, but paid off here. The Wolves start a new drive.
This matchup at the top of your screen, Malloyd versus Shellhorn. It's been hot tonight. They go to Bunton here on first down. It's a 7-yard run. And just like that, all this momentum, you kind of feel it shift there. I mean, it's still very early in the game. Still the first quarter, already 3 scores. Wolves looking to make it 4. They do go to Malloyd on another comeback. That's actually Ariano. Westminster in the hurry up. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. They run it up the middle. Breaks it out left, a broken tackle, and Bunton has a 4-yard gain.
Warriors seemingly struggling with those open field tackles tonight. Those tackles that could have only given the runner a yard or 2 allows the runner to get at least 5.
You can also tell they're struggling in the hurry up when the Wolves are running the hurry up. That pass completed to Moreno.
Yeah, they really haven't had a team do the hurry up as much as Westminster has. Last play of this first quarter, 2 seconds left.
Stepped out of bounds, just shy of the first down. It's be third and short from the
Third down and a short one.
third down for the Warriors.
Handed off, but Connor Gilchrist almost gets there, but Bunton is able to break it free. Gilchrist had him wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, but Bunton was light on his feet and able to scramble out of it. So first down, that'll do it for the first quarter though. We're gonna go down to Caden Lopez. Caden. The mic's off.
Oh, is it on now?
It's on now.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm seeing down here is Arapahoe's giving up a lot of big plays, but not necessarily a lot of small plays. You see? And I think that if we can stop the big plays and keep doing what we're doing on the small plays, it's going to lead to a win.
Thank you, Caden. Full moon out here tonight. And we will take a quick break before the start of the second quarter. Thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter and in the red zone. First and 10 from the 19-yard line for Westminster.
That play going to be whistled. A flag does come out. It'll be a false start on the offense. Again, Westminster got this ball off of an onside kick. Very unexpected. I don't even know if we've seen an onside kick this season, let alone in the first quarter, but worked out, and now they're in scoring territory.
Eagle Crest last week has tried to do the same type of thing, but it definitely didn't work out as well as it did today for Westminster.
Going to the end zone out left, Shellhorn in coverage. Ball is caught. What an absolute dime. Wow, ball pass completed to Aravallo. And man, that was money from Soriano.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to high school playoff football. Are you not entertained right now?
Handoff up the middle to Bunton, and Bunton gets it into the end zone, and just like that, 14 points unanswered. Well, 13 right now, pending the extra point, but Warriors absolutely shocked. In just 2 minutes here, Westminster has brought this game all the way back. And they'll fake the extra point. The kicker's going to run it into the end zone. And they got the 2-point conversion. This is just a series of gutsy plays that the Wolves are pulling off.
I mean, I'm speechless right now. The Wolves head coach. I mean, this is insane. Go for two, do an onside kick. It's barely into the second quarter.
Westminster now with the lead. Just as we thought this was going to be a bloodbath for the Warriors, the Wolves say not so fast. An onside kick, and they go for it. Not even go. They fake the extra point.
Yeah, just in a snap of just with a snap of a finger, it's 15-14 Westminster. Yes, 15-14. They went for 2.
You see the Warriors bring in their front line on kickoff return. They bring them in closer, tighter to make sure no onside kick happens. But the Wolves will run out their kick team like normal.
And now you're a little more interested in the kickoff now.
Jaramillo and Tackett back to return. The kick goes out the back of the end zone. No opportunity for either running back to return it. And so the Warriors didn't even get to touch the ball, and the Wolves scored 2 touchdowns. This offense did not even touch the ball, and they lost the lead.
Yeah, I mean, the last 3-4 minutes of game time has been absolutely wild.
That's why you never doubt an opponent. Westminster obviously not with nearly the rigor of schedule, as we have a huge run again from Jaden Tackett, who's shown up tonight. But a flag does come out. Westminster, though, I mean, they don't play in a super competitive league. They don't play super competitive opponents. They lost to Denver South, actually, in the first week of the season, who is not a fantastic football team. But, man, they are shocking the Warriors here tonight. A face mask called on the Wolves. So the run will stand as called, as a 15-yard run for Jaden Tackett, and then they'll add 15.
Yeah, Westminster, you look at their record, and they're 8-2, but they're also the last team to make it into this Chaska 5A playoffs. And Westminster, every team is in a win-or-go-home situation, but Westminster barely getting in, thinking might as well play some, interesting plays nonetheless to try to beat this 9-seed team.
Jaramillo in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped short of the line of scrimmage, so loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, if you're on the Wolves bench, you're absolutely hype right now. You just got 15 points just like that. You're winning this game. And, you have all the momentum on your side. There's no way this defense doesn't have any energy right now.
Lee in shotgun. Jaramillo in motion again, but they'll hand it to Tackett, who gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be a 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors.
A 3rd and long. One of the first 3rd and longs we've seen of the night.
Been a high-scoring game so far already. 29 total points in just under 14 minutes of football having been played. Lee looking right, steps up in the pocket, going to the middle of the field, ball incomplete, out of the hands of Landon Drum. Drum was open, but just couldn't quite bring it in. So the Warrior punt team will come out. Nick Pangborn will punt it away.
Yeah, Warriors' first punt of the night.
Back to receive for the Wolves is Bunton. Good bounce from Pangborn's punt. Bunton picks it up and is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Westminster coming off an impressive drive, ending up in 8 points, a touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Soriano going deep left, and that ball incomplete. Drum in coverage.
Yeah, just a little underthrown on that ball.
I think Moreno maybe hit his head hard there when he came down.
Looks a little shaken up.
Also could just be upset that he didn't bring in make that catch. A whistle blows. So going to be a false start.
Struggling to have a clean drive on both sides.
False start called on Garcia. Soriano under pressure, hit hard. Fletcher Farley comes screaming in and absolutely demolishes Soriano.
Yeah, Fletcher Farley coming in hot. Another guy Santana has to look out for.
Loss of 7 on the play. So now a 3rd down and 22.
Another.
I believe that's going to be on Brody Seek, who jumped the gun a little early there. Seek arguing that it was. Yes, it is a call on Brody Seek. Seek thought thought the offensive line moved. So now the offsides earlier will be canceled out by that penalty.
I'll give the Wolves a little more room from their own end zone.
3rd down. Huge 3rd down. This would be a big stop for the Warriors after the 2 straight scores, and a timeout is called by the Wolves. So we'll take a quick break and be right back for a huge 3rd down.
Westminster heads back out. This is 3rd down for the Warrior defense. 3rd and 18. Warriors need a key stop right here.
Soriano going to roll left immediately under pressure from Brody Seek. And that ball pretty much just thrown away. Tried to get it to Arapahoe, but incomplete pass, so the Wolves will punt it away. A 3-and-out, a very long 3-and-out. There was 2 penalties there.
Yeah, but the first time Warriors will get the Wolves on a 3-and-out. Marcelo set up close to the 50-yard line at about the Wolves 48.
The Warriors going to have great field position here. Punt is blocked. Oh no. Picked up by Westminster, but he's short of the 1st down. So Warriors going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. I apologize for missing that. I switched the camera over to the Jaramillo view.
I mean, with this game, everything has been unexpected tonight. You just can't have really a normal punt, normal kickoff. Got to be ready for everything. But Arapahoe getting great field position to starting at their own 20-yard line.
Trips right for the Warriors. Theo Lee under pressure. He'll step up and he'll take off with it.
Holding.
Theo Lee does a front flip. A penalty flag does come out as there's an injured Wolf. Adamillo still yet with an opportunity to make a return. He had the other punt from Westminster earlier, but called a fair catch on it. Braden calling for his players to take a knee. Holding called on Connor Gilchrist. You know, we haven't seen Theo Lee run it a whole lot this season. In fact, he's only got 5 carries for 6 yards total.
Yeah, Theo Lee, not the type of quarterback to be a dual threat. More of that pocket passer.
Now, funny enough, that run was 7 yards, so that is more yards than he has total rushing this season, but it will not count. I mean, Lee already, if you watch, he already does a whole lot of running. He runs off and on the field, or he runs to the sideline to get the play call in, then has to run back out. So he's definitely getting his steps in, just not in action. Handoff to Nicholson, who's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Fantastic job by James Schiegel.
Yeah, those runs to the outside has not worked well tonight. Those 2 runs we've seen from Tackett, both off that tackle, outside tackle. Lee in shotgun.
Yeah, Lee gonna look left. Going to Drum, it's complete. Huge grab from Drum. He'll bring it back to that original line of scrimmage. So it'll now be third down and 10.
Big third down for the Warriors. You have a kicker that can hit from this range.
Lee gonna pass it again. This time he goes to Milky. Pass called incomplete. Feet just out of bounds. So Cadwalder will run on to kick it's going to be a 37-yard field goal. Cadwalder, the varsity goalie for the Warriors ABK boys soccer team. They recently finished up their season with a loss in the playoffs. And the field goal is up, and it is good. Cadwalder drills it from 37, would have been good from 50.
And Warriors taking back that lead from Cadwallader, or not from Cadwallader, from the Wolves by an excellent Cadwallader field goal.
Cadwallader, he's been a huge, it's just been a really good thing to add to this Warrior team. Last week he made a field goal, also missed one, but just having that ability to not have to punt it when you're in a 40-yard field goal range, having the ability to even be able to try the kick has been huge for this Warrior offense, and Warrior special teams, of course.
Yeah, the Warriors early in that season did not attempt a field goal for multiple games. Nice to see them finally find a kicker that helps them out.
And Cadwallader's kickoff will go into the end zone. So Westminster will start their drive from the 20-yard line again.
Last drive resulting in a long 3-and-out. Wolves looking to do something to get back the lead.
The Warriors have slowed down this game. The Wolves got it. The Wolves have shown tonight that their pace is fast. They want to play fast. They want to go in the hurry up. They want to do onside kicks. They want to just go fast. They scored 15 points in 2 minutes. But the Warriors finally, they get the 3-and-out. Then that offensive drive, that last drive for the Warriors offense was slow. They didn't force anything. Obviously, they got the ball at the 20-yard line, but they got the field goal, slowed the game back down. And so now back in control for the Warriors. Handoff to Bunton, who breaks it out left. Pushed out of bounds right at the first down marker. They'll give him the first down.
Injured Warrior player, it looks like.
Injured Warrior is Landon Drum.
It's definitely not something you want to see.
Yeah, that is a very sad sight. Drum already missed 2 games this season.
Yeah, he's been a key part of this Warrior wide receiving core.
Drum came in from South Anchorage High School in Alaska. Came in this season. Has made a huge impact. He does jog off the field, which is a fantastic sight to see. He'll have to come out for a play.
As Drum comes off the field, Wolves will start a new set of downs.
Handoff to Bunton, who's slowed down by Connor Gilchrist. And forward progress will give him 2 yards. Pass caught out left. Good tackle from Jake Mostek. Going to be just short of the first down. Third and a short one. Westminster in the hurry up. Immediately handed off to Bunton, who's got the first down and more. Breaks it free. Bunton up the left sideline. And Bunton with the 61-yard touchdown. Came off of Third down and short. They just needed a yard, and Bunton got him 61 yards and 6 points.
Yeah, like Trey said earlier, maybe thinking this one was going to be a bloodbath early on. The Wolves coming back, doing their thing. And now they take back the lead from the Warriors.
Wolves getting back to a fast-paced game. They went in the hurry up on that third down, and it worked out very well. They take the lead back. Extra point is good. So Wolves now with the 5-point lead, and Warriors have 6 minutes and 2 timeouts to try to take the lead back before halftime.
I mean, what an interesting game. I don't know how many people were expecting this. Westminster, too, looks like they brought a nice crowd. As Caden was telling me, the crowd's pretty loud, and that's exactly what you want to see at a football game.
A 38-minute drive to Westminster High School from where we are.
I mean, nonetheless, you always love to watch an entertaining game, but you would maybe rather have Arapahoe with that 22 right now.
Wolves went with the onside kick earlier, which resulted in a touchdown. Warriors gonna watch for it here. Of course, the Wolves don't run it. They'll scooch out their kickoff team. Back to return Tackett and Jaramillo. Kick will not be fielded by, it will be actually fielded by Jaramillo. Jaramillo running it back patiently. And a very good return. Brings it up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Trey, you feel that heartbeat go up when Marcelo comes out to return the kick.
And if it's going up for us, I'm sure players down there, the Wolves, they're ready for it. They've prepared for it all week, I'm sure. Kick was a little weird. It bounced. Neither guy called for the ball, so neither of them officially went for it, but had a short bounce, so Jaramillo picked it up and took off with it. Jaramillo in motion, but they'll hand it to Tackett, who has another big run up the middle. First down. Tackett taking advantage of these huge holes. And the Wolves just have not yet adjusted to it. It's a sticky situation because once they adjust to it and put another man in the box, then it opens up the pass game. And then it's this never-ending cycle where the Warriors just keep getting to take advantage.
Yeah, the Wolves defensive coordinator just needs to always maybe have an extra guy in that box, like you said, and then just work your defense around.
They will hand it off to Tackett. Tackett breaks it up for another huge run. Another first down. Brings it into Wolf territory.
I mean, how many first down runs in a row has Tackett had?
He had the huge 40-yard touchdown run earlier in the game, and he's had a lot of big plays tonight. Fake pass to him. They'll go to the flats out to Jaramillo, who breaks a tackle. Flag comes out. Jaramillo got maybe 3 yards on the play. We'll see what the flag is here. It is on the offense. It's a block in the back called on the Warriors. So it will be first down again, but now first down and 20. Drum way out right. They'll hand it off to Tackett. Tackett breaks it free and is fights, but just a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. So second down and 11 now.
Yeah, Tackett still getting 9 yards on that carry. If not for the penalty, would have had close to a first down. Despite now, it's second and 11.
Tackett averaging 70 yards a game this season. His longest run is 45. He has one just about that distance, and Tackett breaks it free again. And he's got the Warrior first down. I mean, they just can't stop Tackett here. This is looking like when the Warriors faced off against Cherry Creek and we couldn't stop that Creek running back at all.
Yeah, that Creek running back was something else, and Tackett showing like he should be a Creek running back. Glad he chose Arapahoe for tonight.
Handed off to Frazier here. Frazier breaks free, and Frazier brings it within the 10-yard line. First down Warriors, and the Wolves just cannot stop this run game at all.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why the Wolves cannot stop the run game, period. They were doing it earlier on in the game, and ever since Tackett got that little blast, I mean, they haven't stopped it since.
It's just been hole after hole up the middle.
I mean, you got to give props to the offensive line because they're the ones making that hole for Tackett and Frazier to get through.
Handoff up the middle to Frazier. Frazier going to be patient. Falls forward. He'll be just a yard short of the end zone. They'll give Tackett a break. I'm sure he's plenty worn out. Injury timeout. Tackett on a knee there. Hasn't played the last 2 snaps. He did express to us that he was having ankle issues before the game, but nothing that would get him out of that starting lineup. He's got over 100 yards already tonight.
Good to see the Wolves player walk off. A little limp there.
It's Alon Quinteros. He needs help off. It's a sad sight to see for any player, no matter the team. Frazier comes back in at running back. They'll do the 3-back set. Evan Nicholson, Brody Seek, and Frazier. Seek had a touchdown out of this set last week. They'll give it to Frazier. Frazier will pound it into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors. And just like that, game back in the hands of Arapahoe.
Yeah, nice drive there by the Warriors, getting down there solely using that run, and Frazier punches it in.
It's a no-brainer. You go for 2 here. If they do convert this 2-point conversion, it would bring the Warriors' lead to 3, so a field goal would only tie the game instead of giving Westminster the lead. Wolves going to get the ball back with 3 minutes. They only have 1 timeout. Trips left for the Warriors. Theo Lee will run up under center, throw it out to Johnson. Johnson's got it. He's being pushed, but ref whistles him down, and so the Warriors cannot convert the 2-point conversion. They tried to do the quick screen pass out to Johnson, but it just did not work out. Johnson upset about that one. been a tough season for him. He got injured and so missed multiple games, but came back and is now committed to Butler.
Back and forth game when Arapahoe scores, the Wolves score, and the 24 seed giving the 9 seed a little scare right now.
For sure giving them a run for their money. And they'll have 3 minutes to try to take back the lead before halftime. Kickoff will be returned. And that's Bunton with a nice return. Finally steps out of bounds at around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Bunton using that angle to just go down the sideline, get to the 40. Good field position to start for this Wolves offense. Defense may be getting a little tired. The Wolves defense may be getting a little tired with all that run. Hopefully the Wolves offense can try to give that Wolves defense a little rest.
Pass here from the Wolves. Ball almost intercepted. Frazier was in coverage there. He tipped the ball away. Wolves going to go back to the hurry up. Hand off to Bunton, who's stopped after a gain of 2.
Third and long for this Wolves offense, trying to answer the Warriors, and
we get a timeout here by the Warriors.
One timeout for both teams remaining in this first half.
All right, 23-22. Don't go anywhere. We've got still 2 minutes left to go in this first half, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Can't get it off. It's not turning off. Sorry.
Nice pass there by Santana right near the first down marker. Might be a little short.
Tried to switch it up and go for some music on the...
Sounded nice until you couldn't get it off.
Yeah, that's great. Missed the button.
Looks like it will be...
First down.
Yeah, chains will move. First down for this Wolves offense after a third and long conversion. You stop the clock, Mason.
Bunton. Good tackle from Tommy Hildahl. No 2-minute warning in high school football, so Wolves with only one opportunity to stop the clock. Pass out right, and Moreno is tripped up, does not go out of bounds, so the clock's still running. Third down and 1. And a great job from Connor Gilchrist stopping Bunton for a loss of 4 on the play. And a timeout called by the Warriors. They want the ball back.
Yeah, remember the Warriors get the ball after halftime, wanting to score before half and score on the first possession after half. That'd be huge. I'd watch for the fake punt here if I were the Warriors. Everything from the Wolves. They could do anything. We've seen an onside kick. We've seen a blocked punt turn into a fake punt.
Back to return is going to be Sam Johnson instead of Jaramillo. The Wolves don't try the fake. Johnson's just going to let it bounce wisely. A good bounce, though. Comes up to the 15-yard line. So Warriors, 1:20 seconds, no opportunities to stop the clock.
The Warriors have 1:21 to go, 85 yards to go. You obviously can't do the run as much because the clock will continue to roll. Might need to look to the passing game a little more. Hopefully Drum's okay. See him go onto the field.
First and 10, Arapahoe from their own 15-yard line.
Handoff up the middle. That's Tackett. Tackett once again. He's got a 10-yard run and a first down. Clock stops briefly until the ball is spotted, or until the ball is placed. Warriors in the hurry up. Lee looking out right under pressure. Gonna roll out right. Great job staying oh my gosh, Jaramillo has it. Jaramillo makes a man miss. Going out left, Jaramillo. He didn't step out of bounds. Jaramillo, touchdown, Warriors.
Warriors taking the lead, keeping the lead. Now has a chance after halftime to score again and increase the lead even more.
What a shot there from Lane Larson. Got down to the end zone. And Marcelo Jaramillo, man, he's got a future here at Arapahoe.
I mean, good job by Theo Lee, rolling out of the pocket. Throw on the run, finding Marcelo. Amazing grab and run, using his speediness as extra point. Goes through 30 to 22.
Huge swing here of momentum. Warriors just scored in under a minute. Marcelo Jaramillo caught the 20-yard pass and then took it 50 yards and put it into the end zone. What I was trying to say when I was getting all fumbled with my words, I apologize for that, but yet Theo Lee, great poise there on that play. He was under pressure, he stepped up in the pocket, then that got blocked up, so he rolled out right, kept his composure, and delivered a fantastic ball to Jaramillo, and then, of course, Jaramillo doing the rest himself, just like he does. Cadwalader to kick it off. 30 to 22, a very high scoring first half and a very entertaining one too. The Wolves will have an opportunity to go down and score if they would like to. They do have a timeout.
Yeah, Wolves, 49 seconds to go down the field, go down 80 yards and score. Wolves need to go back to that passing game that was working earlier. Try to cut this lead before Warriors get the ball back before half, or after half, excuse me.
Under pressure, and Soriano going to be brought down by Brody Seek. His second sack of the game, 15 on the season now. Brody Seek seeking and destroying.
Yeah, he's flying off that edge, 15th on the year.
Soriano going to be sacked again. Seek, back-to-back sacks now with a hat trick in this game.
Yeah, 15 didn't stay for long at all. Straight to 16. 15 definitely not Seek's favorite number there.
And the Wolves will just let the clock run out. So the Warriors will head into halftime with the 8-point lead. Brody Seek is hype. Trajan Frazier's hype. This whole team is hyped up. 30-22. We'll see you in 20 minutes for 24 more minutes of Warrior playoff football action. Thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network. Don't go anywhere, we got a short break.
Give it up for your Arapahoe Toms, Captains Kendall Zier, Kyla Seeley, and Zoe Mallett.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We got 24 minutes of football yet to be played. Warriors will receive to start the second half.
Yeah, pretty exciting first half. We saw a lot of interesting plays happen. A kickoff return, or excuse me, a fake kickoff for an onside kick. Trey, you may go ahead.
At the end of the first half, the Warriors punched in a 60-yard Marcelo Jaramillo touchdown. Wolves then got the ball back, and Brody Seek proceeded to get his second and third sacks of the night on back-to-back plays. So your score is now 30-22. Marcelo Jaramillo and Jaden Tackett back to return.
Tackett been powerful on the run all night. Excited to see if they continue or the Wolves fix that in the half.
It's a pooch kick, and Jaramillo touches it, but it bounces into the end zone. And so the Warriors will start their first drive of the second half at the 20-yard line.
Once Westminster may be surprising some people coming into this game as the 24 seed, barely making it into this playoff bracket. And they are giving Arapahoe a good run for their money. Arapahoe starting to pound the run on them, and let's see if that continues.
Yeah, the A-gap was just open the whole first half. Tackett goes there again. Looks like the Wolves might have made an adjustment, brought another lineman or linebacker down in to fill that gap. Tackett taking full advantage of that. Multiple 20-plus yard runs, including a 40-yard touchdown. Well over 100 yards on the night for Tackett. They'll fake the handoff to him and then go to Drum on a slant. Drum has the first down.
Yeah, we saw Drum a little shaken up earlier in that, or later on in that first half. Nice to see him out there again. First and 10, Warriors.
Milky in motion, but they'll hand it to Tackett, who breaks free. Tackett, he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Jaden Tackett once again with a huge rushing touchdown. This one is 60 yards.
In Tackett, barely having any short yards on his carries tonight. Most of them over 10 yards. And Tackett gets a 60-yard touchdown run to make this 36-22, pending the extra point, 37.
Wolves just been unable to stop the run at all. Like they just physically can't do it. And Jaden Tackett, he's got to be at 200 yards by now. What a game for the senior running back.
I mean, this has to be his career high in rushing yards.
An illegal formation call on the kicking team, which will back them up 5 yards, make it more of a field goal try for Cadwalader. 25-yard extra point attempt here. Good snap, good hold, and the extra point is good. 37-22 Warriors score just in a minute and 17 seconds. And man, what a start to this second half. And we thought the Wolves had adjusted. They stopped the first run that went to Tackett, but then sure enough, Tackett getting it done on the ground tonight. "37 points. Very high scoring game from the Warriors. Westminster gonna have a chance to respond. Their freshman quarterback, Santana Soriano. First career playoff game in high school football. That kick bounces a few times and then gonna be brought out by Bunton outright. He's pushed out of bounds by Addison Hostetler. First and 10 for the Wolves. In the shotgun, handoff to Bunton, who's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by Frazier. Excuse me.
Trey having a little coughing fit, but Santana in shotgun steps back, fires, and picked off. Picked off by Mustak, and he keeps running. It's Sam Johnson, excuse me, and he returns it to the Wolves' 35-yard line. Warriors, all the momentum back with them now.
Sam Johnson comes up with a huge play for the Warriors, and just like that, they already got Theo Lee back on the field. Whew, just got hit with a fit of coughs, and then, of course, it had to give me the hiccups. Mason, take it over. I'm gonna need a second here.
Yeah, a little score update. The game 2 that will play Cherry Creek. Fountain Fort Carson winning 17-16 as Tackett carries it well beyond the first down marker. Fountain Fort Carson beating Cherokee Trail 14-7. That will be the second round matchup, Cherry Creek against Fountain Fort Carson. That's your playoff update.
Yeah, so what that means is that whoever wins that game will go on to play Cherry Creek, who got a bye this week. The winner of that Cherry Creek game will play the winner of next week's matchup between Fairview and the winner of this game, who we can only hope will be the Warriors. Still have the hiccups. Whew. But so a hard road ahead for the Warriors if they do pull off this win.
Yeah, they'll have to head over to Fairview if they hold on to this game. And then after Fairview, you can only assume, if they even beat Fairview, you can only assume it will be the Almighty Creek, #1 seed in 5A, best team in Colorado.
Warriors lost a very, very tough game against the Bruins earlier this season. That's their one loss in league play. 4-1 in league play. The injured player for Westminster is able to get off to the sideline. Theo Lee comes in shotgun. Tackett to his left. Fake the handoff, go to the slant to Drum in the middle of the field. Drum at the 10.
Yeah, nice little slant there by Drum. Theo Lee finding him right in the middle. And Drum getting another first down there as Warriors entering the red zone.
First and 10 Warriors from Westminster's 11-yard line.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Lee gonna hand it off to Tackett. Tackett bouncing it out right, got a block. And Tackett stumbles into the end zone. Another touchdown for Jaden Tackett.
Tackett having himself a night. I mean, unbelievable by Tackett. Over 200 yards on the game. Second
touchdown.
Second touchdown of the night. This is an impressive night all around. Wolves cannot stop Jaden Tackett.
Two scores in just over 2 minutes. And the Warriors now extend their lead to 22. And just absolutely taking back all the momentum here in the second half. Westminster gonna need to get something going ASAP.
Yeah, Westminster, like Trey said, saying Westminster needing something soon to try to get that momentum back they had earlier in the game. Cadwallader getting set for the kickoff.
Kickoff. Arapahoe 44, Westminster 22 here in the third.
Kickoff from Cadwallader will be fielded by Westminster. The returner stumbling forward for an extra 5 yards. That's Navares, I believe. Finally, the hiccups are gone.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you all for joining us here tonight. It is the first round of the CHSAA 5A playoffs. Winner of this game goes on to play Fairview High School. Quick pass outright, immediately brought down by Colin Milkey. Or Nicholson, excuse me. It's hard to tell the difference between that 0 and 8 on these jerseys. Handoff here to Bunton, who's immediately brought down.
It just seems like this Wolves offense has just been, I mean, a major roadblock has just been placed in front of them. It just seems like everything has come to a halt, and they can't really seem to find anything to get themselves going.
3rd down and 10 here. Seat coming off the right edge.
Flag flies in.
Forces Soriano to step up. Soriano's ball caught, but no, it's incomplete. Good defense from Jake Mostek. Intended receiver was Ariano. Flag comes out. It's going to be called on the Warriors, I believe. It's an illegal motion on the offense, so Penalty is declined and is 4th down and 10. And so Westminster brings out their punt team.
Yeah, soon enough you need Westminster will start going for it if nothing happens offensively for them.
Moreno back to punt. Jaramillo back on the other side to receive, standing at about the 37, 38-yard line. Short punt. And Warriors gonna get it within Wolf territory.
Lee in the offense looking to get their 3rd straight score here as they hand it off.
Yeah, Tackett bouncing it out right.
Good patience by Jaden Tackett.
He'll be just short of the 1st down. Another big run for Jaden Tackett to add to his total.
Gain of 9 on the play. They'll mark it at the 36. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Jaramillo wide left. And
Neutral zone infraction.
yeah, Warriors get him jumping.
You always love those free 5 yards.
Encroachment, number 7 defense, 5 yards.
That is a 1st down for the Warriors.
Penalty on Westminster for encroachment. That'll give a Warrior 1st down.
So 1st down from the 31-yard line. Six minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Frazier this time. Frazier's got a nice run on 1st down. He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down.
Takes it down to the 22-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 22.
Arapahoe just still pounding that run. Wolves still can't really stop it.
Handoff to Frazier. Frazier breaks free, fighting for all the yards he can get. Brought down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Warriors. Back into scoring territory once again.
Yeah, it seems like the Warriors in this 2nd half finally finding their rhythm and doing what they maybe should have been doing in that 1st half.
Yeah, and it's really just been the run game tonight. I mean, they just have pounded it and pounded it and pounded it up the middle. And it's worked and worked and worked and worked. And Westminster just has not been able to adjust to it. They'll hand it off to Frazier again up the middle. And Frazier into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Trajan Frazier with his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And both senior running backs putting on a show.
Yeah, Warriors putting up by far the most points they've put up all season. The extra point goes right down the middle.
Warriors now up to 51 points. Absolutely shocked the Wolves. 21 points put up in 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Quick shout out to our guys down on the field. We got Caden Lopez and Lane Larson. It is cold down there. they're bearing through the pain for us.
Pangborn getting set to kick this one off instead of Cadwalder.
Ball bounces out the back of the end zone. So Westminster with another opportunity.
Yeah, Santana in that offense coming out trying to do something just to put some points up in the on the board, in this second half. Haven't got anything.
Fake the handoff, screen pass. It will give the Wolves a few yards. Yep. Pass was completed to Ariano. Handoff up the middle to Bunton, who's spun down by Trajan Frazier. Wolves in the hurry up. Warriors have taken control back over this game. 21 points in the second half already. Short pass out to the right side of the field. Bunton has the first down. Goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Warriors still in the hurry up. This time a run, which is stopped short behind the line of scrimmage by Tommy Hildahl.
Yeah, Hildahl this season has been a presence in that run stop.
Correction, that's number 92, Tommy Hildahl.
Pass here from Soriano, who's going deep. That ball overthrown, but a flag does come out. Pass intended for Ariano. Will likely be a pass interference called on Carson Shellhorn. He does not like the call.
Yeah, Shellhorn, a sophomore, stepping up to this role with Fukuhara being injured.
Pass interference. Number 11 on the defense. 15 yards. First down.
15-yard penalty. It's not a spot foul in high school football. 4 scores the gap between these two teams. Westminster's got a long ways to go if they want to get back into this football game. Fantastic job by Nicholson to stop Bunton for a loss of 2.
Despite the penalty, the Warrior defense holding strong. Quarterback run by Santana, getting them that first down. He drops back, throws a little chip pass down there, and wrapped up by Nicholson out of bounds.
Nicholson playing a bigger role here on the defense tonight. That snap was fumbled a little bit by Soriano, but he was able to get the ball out. Pass called incomplete, so 4th down and 6.
This will be the time of the game where the Wolves will just go for it.
It's a good spot to be able to go for it.
Down 4th and 6 for the Wolves.
It's not really a spot where you'd want to punt it from anyways. Soriano rolls out right immediately. Going deep, ball thrown up. Great defense from Sam Johnson.
Late flag.
Johnson almost got his second interception of the evening. Flag comes out at the Warrior 48-yard line. It is on the Wolves, so it will be declined. And so it's a turnover on downs. Warriors get the football back.
On the offense, the penalties decline.
So turnover on down since the penalty was called against Westminster. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Warriors with the ball at the 48-yard line, 52 yards out from the end zone.
Looks like Drew Craig in at quarterback.
Getting the senior in for one last time. Handoff to Tackett. He'll stumble and be stopped at the 47-yard line. A 5-yard run brings it into the Wolves territory.
2nd down and 5.
Love to see Drew Craig out there. Craig has come in for a few plays this season. He's got 3 completed passes. That run there from Tackett, it's going to be close.
Flag flies in.
There is a Wolf injured player, so we'll pan the camera off of him. We'll see what the flag is. The injured player able to stumble off the field without help. Yeah, Warriors backing up. It is a holding call. So a 10-yard penalty.
Second and 15 after the holding penalty.
I don't know who stole the announcer's mic there and ripped one into it, but not sure if you guys heard that. All right, handoff to Jaden Tackett. He's going out left, but he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd and forever now.
3rd and 17. Not forever. Still Drew Craig in at quarterback.
Hopefully we'll see a pass from Drew Craig. See what he's got.
They'll hand it off to Jaramillo on the jet sweep. That play goes nowhere. So Nick Pangborn will come out to punt it away. Back to return for the Wolves is Kevin Bunton. First drive of the second half for the Warriors that does not result in a touchdown.
Almost blocked there.
Short punt, but a fantastic bounce. And so the Wolves will start their drive at the 20-yard line.
Arapahoe Football would like to thank Chick-fil-A and the streets of South Glen for their support. Warrior fans, don't forget
Arapahoe defense trying to keep the Wolves 2-0 on this second half. Wolves love that
Screen
little
pass out there, and that's immediately tackled by Nicholson.
Yeah, the Wolves love that little screen play right there.
Goes to Aravalo. Results in a loss of 4.
4-yard loss. It's going to bring up second down at 14 from the 16-yard line.
Bunton goes out in motion. Fake the handoff. Going deep. And that ball out of bounds, uncatchable.
Pass is incomplete. Santana Soriano's passes. Ball's incomplete, brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for the Wolves. They're at their own 17-yard line.
Fake the handoff, going to that side again, and another incomplete pass intended for Ariano.
Intended receiver number 8, Jariah Ariano.
Carson Shellhorn been targeted a lot tonight, but overall I feel like he's done a quite good job. He had the one pass interference call, but
Yeah, despite that one pass interference, he's done an impeccable job.
he's stepped up huge for the Warriors. He originally came in for the injured
Marcelo Jaramillo back to receive right around
Fukuhara, I believe.
Fukuhara, right, and then earned his own starting spot. Of course, Fukuhara out for the season with that punt muffed there.
bounces off Marcelo's chest.
Marcelo's had a couple of those this season. Just he's able to bounce right on it.
And in that situation, that situation, I think you just let it bounce.
Yeah, in that situation, you have to let it bounce.
It was already such a short punt.
Yeah, it was a sky-high punt. Punt didn't really go anywhere. Marcelo ran all the way up to that one, about 20 yards up to that one.
It
And
is a turnover on downs. Sorry for the interruption. Handoff to Bunton, who's being chased from behind by Seek.
That's Desaias Navarez. Stopped short of the first down, about 2 yards short.
Zeke having 3 sacks tonight,
Again in the hurry-up offense.
up to 16 total.
This will be the last play of the first quarter, third quarter. This run to Navarez.
Down, we'll see. That is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Score at the end of the third, 51-22.
Your score after
We'll be right back after a short break. We got 12 more minutes of playoff football. Evan Nicholson with the tackle. It is enough for a first down. So, excuse me, it was not enough for a first down. Long pass completed to Ariano.
Yeah, Yeah, the Wolves finally putting together nice little drive there. Have a couple completions and nice runs.
They've got a long way to go if they want to crawl back into this football game. 29 points, the differential. Run here to Bunton. Goes for a few. Warriors scored 21 points in the first 6 minutes coming out of halftime. Since then, neither team has scored, but Westminster just been absolutely stunned. And Soriano going to go to the end zone. That pass is caught. Jake Mostek in coverage. Pass caught by Nemo Malloyd. Puts it into the end zone. And let's get a look at what's about to be put on the big screen for this extra point. Bo Nix, baby. If Bo Nix has 1,000 fans, I'm one. If Bo Nix has 100 fans, I'm one. If Bo Nix has one fan, I'm the one fan. If Bo Nix has no fans, I'm dead. Right? Right, Mason? Right, Mason? Right, Mason?
Sure.
Warriors going to call a timeout. Not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just to go over defense.
The
for
extra point.
Two-point conversion, maybe. Wolves most likely going for 2 to try to cut this lead.
If the Wolves do keep their offense on the field, Soriano going to roll out right immediately, then looks back left, throwing it up. Jake Mostek actually thought he picked it off.
A firework.
A firework was just launched. That was crazy.
July 4th is pretty soon, right?
Yeah, it's only half a year away. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. Do we know what the flag was on?
Do not know what the flag is on, but apparently it was on the Warriors, so they'll get a retry. Holding on Jake Mostek. So they'll retry it here. They'll roll out right again, and it is caught. Caught by Bunton, and they get the 2-point conversion. That brings the game within 21 points. 11 minutes now to go. Westminster still with all 3 timeouts, but they need 3 scores.
Warriors looking to hold on to this lead about just under 11 minutes.
Let's go down to Caden Lopez real quick. I know we're trying to get back in action, or we're about to get back the kickoff, but Caden's got something important for us. What is it?
Yeah, listen, I just went and talked to Theo again, and he said, and I kind of talked to him about how it was a close game coming out of the half and what they did differently and what coach said to do differently. And he said that their main goal was to come out, run the football, and just dominate on offense, and which they did exactly that.
Thank you, Caden, for bearing the cold down there. Kickoff team out there for the Wolves. They had the onside kick earlier in the first quarter. And they run it again.
That time,
Yeah.
Warriors all over it.
The Warriors ready for it. Good job by Colin Milkey. That's what you'll see a kickoff return team do a lot. They'll send out the wide receivers guy, the hands team as they call them. Milkey, his teammate, described him as having very soft hands. I don't know what that exactly means, but for football, I guess it's a good thing. Handoff to Tackett up the middle, who breaks it for a first down. I mean, Tackett, we got to do the math, but he's got to be over 300. He's got to be close.
Yeah, he's got to be somewhere around there. He's having himself a day. Has to be a career high.
Every single run is a first down with this kid right now.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pull up something on him. Yeah, Tackett on the year has had 633 yards and 135 carries.
Tackett, again, he didn't even start this season as the starting running back. They've ran him. They started the season running both running backs, but Frazier was the main guy. Then Frazier went out with an injury, and Tackett stepped up in a big way. We've seen it tonight. We've seen it in the past couple weeks. And especially after Landon Drum got injured, the Warriors, I talked about this last week, but the Warriors' identity became the run game, and that thrived through Jaden Tackett. Now Frazier's back, and they use him as sort of a third down running back. They use him as that sort of a guy. But Tackett pretty much dominates the carries. So he gets it here again, short of the first down, 3rd down and 2.
The Warriors just going to keep on running the ball just to keep getting that clock down as much as they can. Try to make this 4th quarter fly by.
Drew Craig still in at quarterback. Tackett up the middle again. He breaks free, and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaden Tackett. A hat trick on the night. Tackett with the end zone celebration. Lane Larson with the fantastic shot. And these running backs having a field day. Tackett with 3, Frazier with 2.
Yeah, senior running backs doing their thing. Tackett has five touchdowns on the year. Grayson Purchase now taking an extra point. That's good.
I apologize to Grayson, I totally missed that. I keep forgetting there's an extra point in football. Come on now. Come on now, Trey. So the Warriors lead back up to 4 scores. And it is pretty much all but over. It would take a miracle for Westminster to get back in this game.
I mean, in this first quarter, we thought it was going to be it was back-to-back in that first quarter, and as soon as halftime ended, it's been all Warriors.
28-8 is the spread of points in the second half. Warriors, of course, with the 28 points. Kickoff here, going to be kicked by Grayson Purchase. Fielded and then handed off to Bunton, who is brought down at the 21-yard line.
Flag flies.
Flag does come out.
The cheerleading team doing flips for how many points are on the board. Just finished their 58.
On the return, the penalty will be for the flag.
The rule is that Westminster pitched the ball forward.
It was a forward pitch from Westminster, which will back them all the way up to the 2-yard line.
First and 10, Westminster buried deep in their own territory.
8:51 remaining. Westminster deep in their own territory at their own 1.
Fake the handoff. Soriano gonna air it out. Shellhorn in coverage. That ball is caught. Caught by Malloyd, who's shaken up on the play.
Yeah, nice catch there by Malloyd. Getting above Shellhorn. Make the grab.
Shellhorn just doesn't have the height yet to get up there with Malloyd. 6'4" wide receiver. And Soriano will just take off if the flag comes out.
Fletcher, Farley, and Jackson Weller with the quarterback under duress. That's Santana Soriano scampering out of bounds. But we'll see what the call is.
Another flag flies as Soriano flies out of bounds. I feel like with each flag, it's taken a while to figure out, or just for the white hat to say what it is.
Illegal use of the hands. Number 10 on the defense, 10 yards.
It's a penalty on Evan Nicholson. Legal hands to the face.
Penalty against the Warriors puts the football up at the 42-yard line.
Ball now at the 42-yard line, so Westminster does escape from the 2-yard line. Soriano going deep again with it. This time, Jake Mostek makes a great play on the ball. Just over 8 minutes left. Warriors going to bring a blitz, and is that Brody Seek's 4th sack of the game?
The man, the myth, the legend, Brody Seek, getting his 17th on the year.
What I love about that is Brody Seek gets his 4th sack of the game, but he doesn't celebrate. He doesn't go crazy because this game is already won. You know, he's a captain, he's a senior. He's got to show these players that they have to be respectful of the other team.
Yeah, as Brandberg would say, Seek, just a classy guy.
Ball caught by Malloyd. It's a first down. Brings it into Warrior territory. Soriano under pressure. going to just throw it away. Takes a shot on the sideline from Evan Nicholson. There is an injured player for Westminster. So the Warriors, after this game, they will go to play Fairview. Fairview, the number 8 seed, they got a bye this week. So it will be a home game for Fairview. So this is the last home game for these high school players and for these high school seniors. And boy, have a lot of them balled out. Sam Johnson with an interception. Trajan Frazier and Jaden Tackett absolutely dominated on the ground. A combined 5 touchdowns, 3 from Tackett, 2 from Frazier. Zeke with 5 sacks. The list goes on and on.
Injured player gets off with a little help.
Soriano out left. Ball tipped, and a different receiver catches it. Malloy was able to bring it in. It got tipped off of the hands of Bunton and flew straight into Malloy's breadbasket.
Third and short.
Another pass, pressured. Soriano takes a hit from Tommy Hildahl.
Fourth and short. 4th and 2 to be exact for this Wolves offense. It's trying to put up some brownie points. Maybe with 7:15.
Handoff to Bunton, and immediately Connor Gilchrist brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. Bunton struggles to get up, but a turnover on downs. Warriors take over with 7 minutes left. Connor Gilchrist, another one of those seniors, making plays out here.
Now Arapahoe just looking to burn as much time as possible on this possession.
First and 10 Warriors from their own 38-yard line.
Handoff to Frazier. Frazier bounces it out left, finds a hole, and was patient and got it into the Wolves' territory. First down for the Warriors. Not sure what the stoppage of play is for. It's a sideline warning for Westminster.
That is a Warrior first down. But just for simply a sideline warning for Westminster. So first and 10 Warriors after Trajan Frazier, as well as carries it to the 48-yard line.
You should tell him to try to.
Craig in a quarterback and shotgun formation.
Andrew Craig hands it off to Frazier. Frazier fighting for all the yards he can get.
Frazier the ball carrier yet again.
Is able to gain 3. Just try to get it as soon as possible, so we don't have to wait.
Please report to security at the front to recover your cell phone. Brooklyn Sykes. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors from the 45-yard line.
Handoff, this time to Easton Calvin. The junior, excuse me, that's Quentin Starr, actually, who is a freshman. Quentin Stair. We're going to have to be learning these names. These are the future players for the Warriors. Both the main running backs for the Warriors, Jaden Tackett and Trajan Frazier, of course, seniors, so a whole new running back group coming in next season. Of course, Marcelo Jaramillo will still be here, but he plays more of a joker, wide receiver kind of position. This end around goes to Malachi Stone. Stone, a senior, getting a few reps in for the final time. Nick Pangborn runs on to punt for the Warriors. 4th down and 14. Back to receive is Bunton. Punt is away. A nice punt. Another good bounce. Shellhorn downs it at the 19-yard line. Four minutes, excuse me, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Again, the Warriors will take on Fairview. We have an official date and time. It'll be the 14th, next Friday at 7 p.m. Soriano gonna air it out deep right, and it's caught.
Nice catch there.
Caught by Ariano.
Yeah, nice pass by Santana to Ariano. Good route.
In coverage is Wyatt Dubose, another senior getting his last reps in. Fake the handoff. Soriano steps up in the pocket. Gonna rip one that gets batted down by, who is that? Andrew Bowman, or excuse me, Gabriel Rivera. Nope, not even close. It was Eli Seek, freshman.
Brody Seek's little brother. Shotgun.
Soriano out left. And they got a 1st down. But Bowman, or Bunton.
So many names to keep track of.
So many. We're learning a lot right now. Bunton steps out of bounds. He'll get the handoff here again. This time he stopped at the line of scrimmage, and I have the hiccups again.
Bunton loses 1 on the carry. Santana in shotgun. He'll drop back, do a little, one of those screens we've seen a lot. And he'll power through to that. Just a yard short, bring up 3rd and short. Wolves most likely will remain passing for the rest of the game, just trying to get some brownie points up in the board. Santana drops back again. Same screen, different side. And that will be Bunton, and he'll score for the Wolves. Make it 36. Extra point pending. Probably they'll go for 2, so interesting to see what will happen here. But Button, nice run. About 25-yard run there for Button, and he'll score as the Wolves put up some brownie points.
Yeah, Bunton just got it off the screen to the right and took it 30 yards for the score. We'll go for 2. Soriano rolls out right, and Soriano going to be short of the end zone. So 3 minutes and 24 seconds, and the Warriors will pretty much be able to probably just run the ball and crank the rest of this clock out. It's such a bittersweet moment. Obviously, you're extremely, as the players, obviously you are extremely excited. You're going to the next round. You got a huge win. But you also think to yourself, I just played my last ever game in a black jersey for the Warriors.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad feeling for those senior players, knowing that you won't be back home unless something miraculous happens with that bracket, but you're excited to move on and try and go get this championship.
Warriors, they got the team. They got the players. It's just about bringing it all together for one full, fulfilled game. That was this game tonight. They played a fantastic all-around football game. The run game was on point. The pass game was on point. The defense overall played a solid football game. It was a hard game. Marcelo Adamia, what a return, bringing it up to the 40-yard line. He's been a force to be reckoned with on kick returns. 3 kick return touchdowns this season. But also, Westminster is a good football team, and they showed up really well tonight, especially in that first half. But 23 points in the first half is a lot to allow. So,
yeah, Fairview, they have averaged about 45 points a game this season. Their opponents maybe not the strongest, but they've definitely handled them with care.
Tackett's run goes for a loss.
As I imagine the Warriors will just try to run down this clock as much as possible here. They'll just wait till the play clock maybe hits about 5 and then run their play.
Handoff back to the freshman. Stair gains 3 on the play. And a timeout called by Westminster.
Interesting for them to call a timeout here. Not sure exactly why, but
Warriors offense comes back out, 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Drew Craig gonna hand it off to Quinn Stair. Stair brings it up the field for a gain of 4.
Another timeout by Westminster.
We're going to run our last couple of ads here, and then hopefully that will be the last of the breaks. But Westminster does have one more timeout. But we'll be back after a short break. Thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network. Fourth down and 4. Nick Pangborn out to punt. As he has been for the whole game. Bunton back to return this. Punt blocked, actually. And it was blocked by Navarez and recovered by Moreno. So the Wolves get the ball with good field position.
Pangborn maybe taking a little too much time getting that ball set to how he likes it. As the Wolves will get some great field position there.
That's something we do see a lot with Pangborn. He has a very slow punt. He takes a long second to load up the kick. That pass goes to the end zone, and great defense from Hughes Smith.
Intended receiver number 5, Adrian Moreno. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Soriano going to go to the same spot over there. This time it's caught. Touchdown for Nemo Malloyd. That's his second of the evening. And so the trash time points now coming in for the Wolves. Of course, they have no, what are the statistical chances of this?
Have to be like 1%.
2 minutes left. They would need 2 onside kicks. They looks like they do not get the 2-point conversion. So what's interesting is on their last 2 touchdowns, they went for 2 both times, didn't get it either time. So now, instead of if they would have just kicked the extra point, they would have been only down 14. Now they're down 16, and both their next touchdowns, if they are able to get them, they will need to get the 2-point conversion.
Arapahoe just looking to get the rest of that time off the clock and make the Fairview Arapahoe matchup official next November 14th.
It's going to be onside kick attempt here. The hands team out for the Warriors. Last time the Wolves attempted it, Milky grabbed it with ease. And this time he does once again. Colin Milky grabs it and falls down immediately. It's exactly what he is taught to do.
One minute, 58 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Warriors will just run the ball.
Yeah, theoretically they could just knee it out. Maybe they don't they need a little bit more time off before they can completely knee it out. But Westminster is holding on to that one timeout, which
I'm guessing they'll use it based on.
yeah, they did use the other two. Handoff to Stair. Stair is
Flag.
stopped with a gain of 2. I believe that flag might be a face mask or possibly a horse collar, but
Seems
no,
like
it's a holding on the Warriors.
Seems like we've been in the last 5 minutes of this game for maybe 20 minutes.
Yep. And of course now, even though truly the score is more like 58-30, 58-23, these trash time points for the Wolves has made the score look not quite as impressive. But, of course, a huge win for the Warriors. The run game just absolutely dominated tonight. We will have a post-game interview. That snap bobbled by Drew Craig. And
what is this going to be, 2nd and 35?
I believe it is 2nd and 20, 2nd and 30.
Timeout, most likely on.
Yep, timeout called by the Wolves. But like I was saying, we do have a post-game interview with Jaden Tackett, the man himself, who had a hat trick, 3 touchdowns, as well as well over 200 yards running. That'll come pretty much immediately following the game. We won't have to wait as long as we did last week for the Brody Seek interview, but shout out to Caden Lopez for figuring that out.
Yes, sir, ref.
1:46 on the clock.
Be 2nd and now forever, Trey. The first down is at the Arapahoe 43.
Huge shout out to Max Shaver. He was able to make it down here tonight for the game, and he is running the stadium show. So any sound effects, if you were at one point in the building tonight or are in the building listening to this, or if you have been able to hear it over our crowd mic, any of those sound effects, that's all coming from the man, the myth, the legend. Of course, Mac up at CU Boulder. He's living the dream up there. Got to film for the football game the other night for the Buffaloes. Clock continuing to run. Wolves out of timeouts. 3rd down and 28. Andrew Craig will just hand it off to Stair, who's stopped after a gain of 3.
Won't be enough to let the time completely run out. So they will have to at least pump this away with maybe 10 seconds left.
Quinn Stair getting his first ever varsity football snaps. I would assume he'll probably, I mean, there's a lot of time till, of course, next season, but we would assume with him playing all these snaps, he might be one of the main guys next year. And I believe the Warriors are just going to let the clock run down and take a delay of game. Or they will call their timeout to save 5 yards. And like you said, Mason, the last couple minutes of this game felt like an eternity. But this will very, very likely be your final score, 58-42, a total of 100 points scored. Warriors next week take on Fairview High School on the 14th. That is Friday at 7 p.m. It will not be a home game, but you will be able to catch it on Arapahoe Sports Network. Mason and I will be broadcasting that game. We'll make the 40-minute drive just for you guys. as well as Mr. Jeff Brandberg. That punt almost blocked again, but a fair catch called by Bunton at the 42-yard line.
And now we can say this will be the final play.
I mean, never know.
Yeah,
Never know.
Unless.
Never know.
Well, they most likely will pass if it falls incomplete.
At some point, it's like dignity. We want a little bit of dignity. Maybe just, run it and just let the clock run out. All right, 6 seconds left, and it will be the end of the game.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. Oh, my gosh. Incomplete pass. Intended receiver was Adrian Moreno.
Possibly 15 more plays could come out of this 3 seconds.
And that will officially do it as soon as Bunton is brought down. And that's it. Warriors with the huge 58-42 win. A phenomenal set of offense put out there tonight. We will have an interview with Jaden Tackett. The final, very likely, the final home game for all these seniors. They all put on a show tonight. Jaden Tackett, 3 touchdowns, 200-plus yards. Trajan Frazier, 2 touchdowns. Sam Johnson, an interception. Landon Drum, a touchdown. The list goes on. And the Warriors go on to play Fairview next week. 8 seed versus the 9 seed. Westminster's season comes to a close. And for one last time, these boys will run over to sing the fight song in front of their home crowd. Again, stick around. We do have that post-game interview coming. All right, we are waiting on Jaden Tackett. He's gonna be in this huddle for a second. We apologize. We thought we would have him immediately, but he is a high school football player after all. He wants to celebrate with his teammates. Thank you all so much for joining us on Arapahoe Sports Network. My name is Trey Larson. I've been joined alongside Mason Lanier tonight. Down on the field, we've had Caden Lopez and Lane Larson, and it's been a phenomenal season. The home games have really been where Arapahoe Sports Network this season have been able to thrive. It's not easy when a guy like Max Shaver steps away, when he, of course, graduates and is no longer at every football game. So we've all had to take a burden of what he does and take over this sports network and try to make it half as good as what he could do with it. And we appreciate everyone's continued support. We know it hasn't been as good as when Mac was here, but we are trying our best. And so with the home games, we have been able to implement this sideline reporting and had for a few games an on-field camera, and it's just it's been a struggle to get those things to where they are, but we're very glad we've been able to do that. And it's all been with the support of all of you guys that we've been able to accomplish that. This is the last home game of the 2025 season. We will be streaming the game, though, next week against Fairview. We will stream until we can't. We will stream the games until we lose. Next week it will be Mason, myself, and Mr. Jeff Brandberg. These huddles do take a while, I will tell you that. Two claps and a hoo-yah. That's what they do here in these huddles. They shout out all the players. I'm sure it'll be an extra long, extra emotional speech from Coach Brayton. We're going to step away from the mics while we wait for this interview, but if you do stick around, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Jaden Tackett is a fantastic person, had a fantastic game, so it's going to be a good interview. So definitely, if you can, if you have the time, try your best to stick around for it. But we will be back soon. One tribe, one heartbeat. It's the motto of this team. They lived it tonight. The whole entire roster came together and put on a show for all of us. All right. We do have Jaden Tackett. Caden Lopez going to have an exclusive one-on-one interview with him. Caden, it's all you, brother. And the mic's not on, of course. This is awkward.
All right, here we go. Ready? All right, Jaden, great game tonight. 3 touchdowns. I mean, amazing. What was going through your head during the 61-yard touchdown?
I mean, I was just running as fast as I could. That was my longest run I've had this year. It was just a breakaway. It felt real good. I mean, I think the O-line, it just opened up. Just felt super good. That's all I got to say.
All right, senior season, last game in LPS Stadium. Emotions are high. What did it feel like to get a win tonight?
I mean, it feels great. It's the last time I'm ever gonna play here in my life. Just to get a win here is just amazing. It's huge. It's the most I could ask for.
All right, one more personal question that I have. What's the info behind the green mouthpiece?
I don't really know. I was going to a camp, got a green mouthpiece to stand out, and then I just embraced it. Bought the green cleats, the green towel, just embraced it.
Thank you. Great game.
And with that, that'll do it. Great interview there. The green cleats, I will say, they help a lot for us up here in the booth. We can immediately recognize who's running the football when we just see those bright green cleats. So shout out Jaden Tackett. Shout out him for embracing the neon green. But that'll do it from us up here in the booth. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on Arapahoe Sports Network. We will see you all next week at Fairview. That game, 11, going to be on November 14th at 7 p.m. next Friday. So again, thank you for joining us. My name is Trey Larson. I've been joined alongside Mason Lanier, Lane Larson, and Caden Lopez. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, let's go Warriors.